In this video, we will go into how to specify the elements, rows, and columns within R data objects. Although we touched upon the subject in an earlier video, we will now get into greater detail. As in the previous videos, I will assume that you already have RStudio open. Please open the O3 specifying elements in dataobjects.r script from your working directory. In the last video, we briefly explored the various built-in datasets available in R. We will now use one of those datasets, mtcars. mtcars contains some very dated specifications for car models. I think they may go back to the early 1970s. To get a sense of the data contained in mtcars, just type the name of the object. As you can see, each row of the dataset corresponds to a particular model, while the columns reflect different aspects of the car's designs. From a previous video, you might recall that when specifying a certain element, or elements within a data object, start by giving the row of the element followed by its column. The row and column should be given within square brackets. That being the case, mtcars followed by 3, 5 in square brackets will give you the number in the third row and the fifth column. The next command shows that you can nest commands within commands. In this case, the C command for creating a vector within the code for retrieving data elements. So, here we focus on the second row of data, and within that row, extract the second, fifth, and seventh values. What if you don't specify the row, that is, you just leave it blank? Well, in that case, R just assumes that you want values from all of the rows. Correspondingly, if you don't specify the column, R will assume that you are interested in all of the columns. Sometimes the rows and/or columns of a data frame will have names assigned to them. The mtcars dataset is one such case. The colnames command will reveal the column names, and the row names gives the names of the rows. The examples shown in the source pane reveal the column and row names for mtcars. Now, this leads to yet another way of specifying elements in a data object. Instead of giving the numbers of the rows and columns, you can use their respective names. Be sure to place the names in double quotation marks. This is shown in the next example in the source pane. You can also use a $sign to indicate an entire column, as in the command mtcars $disp, which pulls up the engine displacements for all of the cars. You can do a kind of mix and match, as shown in the next to last example in the source pane. In this example, the previous example is modified to only find the fifth value in the displacement column. Finally, by using negative indices, you can exclude certain elements. The final example in the source pane retrieves all values in the displacement column except the one in the fifth row. It's not within my powers to assign you homework, much less make you complete it. However, as practice, perhaps you might want to try the following exercise. Write 2 different commands that will get the horsepower, HP, of the Datsun. And as a side note, there are more than 2 ways in which you can do this. In the next video, we will build upon what we have covered so far and learn how to inspect data objects.